Shalom Akim, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. This lesson was inspired by this TikTok that I came across here, and I'm going to play it in its entirety momentarily. But for now, what do we see? We see we see two Jakes outside of a home, and if you hadn't noticed, the Jake to the far right, he has on a hoodie, and if you look toward the bottom, what else does he has on? He has on fringes, and as a spoiler alert, he's confronting a family member of his for how much food he's leaving with. And why am I bringing this to the forefront? Because as we all know, the world is celebrating what? Thanksgivings. And in this walk of ours, brothers are in dire straits. And what do I mean by that? You know, brothers, as we come back into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth, you might live with your people, you might live with your folks, your grandparents, your aunt, or your uncles, whatever the case may be. And you might find yourself in a position where a Thanksgiving feast is being held in the home that you reside in. And let me say this, Akim. Today is not about, having on your dopest Israelite garment while you're around your worldly family members and breaking down the scriptures. Today is about being wise, being likened unto Clark Kent. Okay? Listen to what the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 6 tells us. It tells us this: Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Let me grab a few more precepts on wisdom, and I'll grab a few about those fringes, and we'll get right back to that TikTok short. This is what the book of James, chapter 3, verse 13 tells us. And it reads, Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. And with us having this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the truth, we know that the scriptures tells us, cast not your pearls before what? Swine. Yes, our family members, not only are they going to be eating pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, and ham today, right? But they, through the Spirit, are likened unto swine. And this truth that we have, this wisdom that we have, we shouldn't cast it before them, all right? Because this truth is likened unto a fine ruby. It's likened unto precious metals and fine pearls. Let me read that again in the King James Version. And it reads, Who is a wise man and endued with wisdom among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom. Let me get a few on fringes as well, because we know Jake love to wear them fringes every damn where. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 2, verse 28 through 29, and we'll get right to that TikTok short. It tells us, a person is not a Jew who is one only outwardly, nor is circumcision merely an outward and physical. No, a person is a Jew who is one inwardly, and circumcision is circumcision of the heart, meaning what? The mind, by the Spirit, not by the written code. Such a person's praise is not from other people, but from the Most High. Let's get one more, because consider what Yahweh Shai stated about the Pharisees and the Sadducees. All right? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 5 through 7, and it tells us, everything they do is done for people to see. Remember, it's about being Clark Kent today. They make their phylacteries wide and their tassels long on their garments. They love the places of honor at the banquets and the most important seats in the synagogue. They love to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces and to be called rabbi by others. And that's how many of you Jakes are. Today, you got on your fringes. You figure you're going to break down the scriptures. Look, today is not about arguing over food, debating. This is when the so-called black community get into their most arguments on these wicked holidays. All right? Everything comes to the forefront. All sorts of secrets come out. As a matter of fact, let me play this. I'm going to rewind it back from the very beginning. Damn, what's my cousin? I'm going to rewind this back to the very beginning, Akim. Don't allow yourself to be found in this position. Bear with me 1 second, Akim.
Jerome. All right, now y'all be blessed. Now I appreciate y'all having me over.
All right, now Jerome.
All right.
You take care of Sugar.
Okay, all right.
You need some help with the plate?
No, I don't. What the fuck going on here? What you mean, man? I'm headed to the house, man. Y'all don't goddamn plate. Put some of that shit back. No, man. Auntie, sound good. No, nigga, this is Thanksgiving. Not take all my fucking shit and leave. Put some of that shit back. Man, I ain't got nothing but a few beans, man. Goddamn Jerome, motherfucker. If you don't put one of them motherfucking plates back, I'm gonna spray paint these boots gold and I'm gonna Q-dog my foot up your fucking ass. Man, you tripping again, man. Jerome, Thanksgiving, man. Put some of that shit back. No. So what the fuck I'm supposed to eat? There's some food in there. Leftover. Motherfucker, that is all the goddamn food. Man, listen, I'm headed to the house with my wife, man. We just got married. Fuck you and your wife, motherfucker. I gotta eat. Man, you're tripping about some fucking food, man. What you mean, motherfucker? That's all my goddamn food. Y'all got food stamps. Jerome, that's all my goddamn food. Man, you got food in there, man. Goddamn, Jerome, that's all my fucking food. Man, come on, man. Jerome. Jerome. Man, listen here, man. What's my cousin? This is my motherfucking food. This is my cousin, man. Goddamn, Jerome, that's my goddamn food, man. All right.
And then you brothers notice, man, that Jake, I know it's a spoof and whatnot, but, I'm sure some Jakes are in that overrighteous spirit, man. And you can't be in that spirit, man. Your job today, should you live with other family members, you live in someone else's house, is just to blend in, all right? To be wise. And I want to address something as well, concerning food sacrificed to idols. I'm sure they're going to pray over it in Jesus' name, but you pray and give all thanks and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, because we know that it's just food for us. All right? We serve the one true and living power. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 1 through 6, and it reads, concerning food sacrificed to idols. It states this, now about food sacrificed to idols, we know that we all possess knowledge, but knowledge puffeth up, while love buildeth up. Those who think they know something do not yet know as they ought to, but whoever loves God is known by God. Verse 4, so then, about eating food sacrificed to idols, we know that an idol is nothing at all in the world. Read that again. An idol is nothing at all in the world, and that there is no God but one, even if there are so-called gods, whether in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords. Verse 6 is the point. Yet for us, Akim, there is but one God, the Father, Yahweh, from whom all things come, and for whom we live. And there is but one Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, through whom all things come, and through whom we live. Akim, just some advice I want to give to you, brothers. You want to find yourself in a position where you're arguing with, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, etc. Be wise as a serpent today and harmless as a dove. Hopefully, this was helpful. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.